Dating women that are beautiful is the craziest thing that you can do because a lot of beautiful women are crazy. And in today's episode, I'm going to break this down. I know this sounds like a clickbait title, but I really mean this. A lot of women that are extremely attractive are absolutely nuts and they're delusional. And I'm going to break down in this video why it actually may work and why it actually may not. What is up, guys? My name is Sumi. I'm an online coach. I talk about a lot of different things, a lot of controversial topics. I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Hit that bell notification to stay on top of all my videos. Follow me on all my social media platforms. DM me if you have any questions, and let's jump into today's episode. A lot of people say that beautiful women are crazy. A lot of people say that women are crazy in general. And like, I think everybody is crazy to a degree. I think it's a spectrum. But when you start to look at more attractive women, yes, I will say that they're a lot more delusional and a lot more crazy. But their delusion and their craziness is often reinforced by men. See, what no one seems to talk about is that beautiful women are lied to from like day one, from like high school. Guys are saying, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever met in my life. You're the most perfect person ever. Like, they are literally lied to. Obviously, we don't know if you're the most beautiful person in the world, but it's a subjective thing. Lying to a woman is a lot easier for a man because a man can lie about his opinions of her. Whereas when a woman says, oh, you're the most powerful, the most rich, the most wealthy, the strongest guy in the world, we can objectively say that I'm none of those things, and the majority of guys are none of those things. There's a few men out there in that category that's very measurable. A man's depth is a lot more measurable, and when you look at a man, there's a lot more layers to him. But when you look at a woman, a lot of times what guys look at is just her presentability. And so women have a lot more opportunities that are open to them because of their looks. Beautiful women have life on easy mode. I promise you, this is a fact. And if you argue with me, I will not argue with you back because I'll just assume that you're an idiot and you don't understand how the world works. Beautiful women have life on easy mode. They can get literally anything they want. They can go anywhere they want as long as they know how to present themselves. They know how to talk. Celebrities, politicians, the most powerful people in the world will turn their head for a girl that fancies their eye. And they'll talk to her and they'll invite her over and they'll say, security, like, step aside. I'll talk to her, whatever. Give me your number. They'll do that right then and there. And they'll never do it for anybody else. I remember being in the nightclub with a certain athlete who was arguably the number one athlete in a certain sport. And he did not give a crap about how much money you had. Even the club owner could not get to the back room. But the 18-year-old girl that caught his eye could get walked right through. And guess what? She feels like she's got it. And I don't blame her. When you're a young girl in college or, you're in your early 20s, men are DMing you by the droves and they're saying all sorts of things. They're saying insane things. I've had female friends that will show me the DMs that they get and it blows my mind. I'm over here with over 1 million followers across all my social media platforms. And girls that have maybe 1,000 will get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DMs every single month about men throwing themselves. I'll fly you out. I'll do this, so on and so forth. Men don't get that. And so naturally, your ego gets built up. Naturally, you feel like you're better than other people. And I don't blame you. And it makes complete sense why a young 21-year-old girl feels like she's better than a lot of other people. There's a lot of ego in a lot of young girls nowadays, especially with large social media followings, because they get so much attention and they can get a lot of things for free because men will do it. Men are so desperate for the sexuality. That's the problem with today's society. A lot of beautiful women are crazy. And I say crazy in a sense where they're actually kind of not. It's because men are obsessed with them. We look at these girls that are doing OnlyFans nowadays, and they're making a ton of money. They're making millions of dollars, sometimes a month, because men are jerking off to them, talking to them. And these men know that there are hundreds of thousands of other men out there in the world looking at them, trying to talk to them. And they know they're talking to robots. They're not talking to her. And they still subscribe to see a little bit of her flesh, pixels on a screen that they can't touch, they can't feel, they can't do anything. Men are so desperate nowadays to get access to sexual energy that they will lie. They will say whatever they can to get into the pants of a beautiful woman. And that causes a domino effect where this girl starts to think that she's better than everybody else and her shit does not stink. A lot of young, attractive girls that have nothing going on in the world say, oh, my man needs to have this, that, a car, house, jet, yacht, and they have absolutely nothing to their name. And I'm not here to humble these girls by any means. I'm really not. I'm here to say that the craziness, even though it is crazy, it kind of is working. It's kind of making sense. It kind of actually has some level of pull. It does something to your head when you're that young and you get that much attention. It really does. I'm better. If 100 guys a day are telling you that you're the best thing in the world, that I would die for you, that I would give up everything that I have just to hang out with you for a minute, like legitimately, there's DMs like this for regular girls that are in college. I can't blame them. And a lot of these guys that date very attractive women, they lose their mind But not only are they trying to maintain a relationship with a girl that thinks she's better than everybody, but also at the same time, they're fighting off indirectly droves of men that want their girl, men that are talking shit about him. And when 100 guys are telling you that your boyfriend's a piece of shit, your boyfriend's an asshole, one part of it can make you feel more attracted to your boyfriend, but a large part of it can make you feel like maybe I can get better. Maybe I can do more. I know regular girls here that are getting DM'd by multi-million-dollar celebrities and stuff like that, and they think they're better than everybody else, not realizing that all these men DM a bunch of girls. So my message to all the women out there is that even though a man might say X, Y, and Z on social media, on a dating app, doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. And when push comes to shove, a lot of men will do it until they get sexual access and then they completely fall off. So a lot of it is not real. And that's why I say you're crazy, because the value is only temporary. It's only a temporary pull. And on the flip side, I would say these guys are complete losers, spending their time just DMing girls, hoping for a response, feeding the ego. We live in a society today where people have absolutely massive egos, and they walk in the same streets as you, they drive the same cars as you, and they feel like they're better because they have more followers. They've got a couple more DMs from some famous people, and they don't realize that we're all human beings. We're all the same. We're all just trying to make it in this world. We're all trying to connect and have real chemistry with somebody, and some of us have just taken it too far. Some of us have made the world seem like a video game, and we judge each other off of the amount of money and resources and really just superficial metrics that don't really make sense. So I come to this conclusion where I say beautiful women are crazy, because a lot of beautiful women from a young age have opportunities handed to them, opened for them. And the reality is, do they quote unquote deserve them? Maybe there's a better qualified candidate out there, but also at the same time, they do deserve them because the people in power are giving into their lust, their temptation, and it's very unfortunate. So with that being said, if you're a very attractive girl and men are telling you they're the most beautiful girl in the world, humble yourself, please. And if you're a guy that's simping over a girl that's very beautiful, I'll tell you with a lot of love, like, look, if she is not bringing you peace, if she's not kind, if she's not loving, walk away from her. If she is doing that and she fancies your eye, jackpot, you found a lottery. But I will tell you, a lot of guys will say this, the 10 out of 10 girls, like the ones that everybody chases, they're typically the last girls that you want to talk to, because no matter how beautiful a girl is on the outside, it's what's on the inside that really matters. And what you'll find out a lot more is that younger women that have a lot of attention are more likely to cheat. They're more likely to be narcissistic, egotistical, Machiavellian. They're more likely to manipulate you. They're more likely to lie. They're more likely to gaslight. They're more likely to cause you emotional damage and trauma. And you can become obsessed with somebody that really is not good for you. For all my young men out there, be careful. For the ladies out there, humble yourself, and life will give you so much more if you do it that way.